Welcome to the most annoying cabin guest habits, cruise confessions revealed. I'm your host, diving into the secrets that cruise ship cabin stewards wish every passenger knew. Get ready for some hilarious stories, embarrassing moments, and insider tips that will make your next cruise experience so much better. Today at Cruise Insider, we're uncovering the 15 most common cabin faux pas that drive stewards crazy, from towel mysteries to furniture rearranging adventures. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to be that guest who gets the VIP treatment instead of the silent eye rolls. And stick around until the very end for an exclusive bonus tip that none of the other cruise channels are talking about. It involves a simple 30-second habit that will make your cabin steward go above and beyond for your entire voyage. Trust me, this one secret is worth the wait. Let's dive in with our first cabin crime. Think you're the perfect guest? Bless your heart. Even the most well-intentioned cruisers are committing cabin crimes that make stewards mentally throw life preservers at them. From turning bathrooms into science experiments to towel origami requests that would stump NASA engineers, the list of passenger sins is longer than the midnight buffet line. Look, you might think you're the Mother Teresa of cruise passengers, but cabin stewards have a mental blacklist of habits that make them die a little inside. From lovingly folding your already used towels to turning your stateroom into a makeshift bar with more abandoned cups than a frat party, we're exposing the 14 things they secretly hate, even from guests who leave those thoughtful tip envelopes. And trust me, wait until you hear number 6. It involves red wine, gravity's cruel sense of humor, and one spectacular disaster that created an impromptu wine tasting for the poor souls on the deck below. But first, let's start with a seemingly innocent mistake that makes stewards everywhere collectively facepalm. Secret number 1, folding dirty towels, the hygiene boomerang. This mistake comes from the nicest, most Martha Stewart wannabe passengers. You use a towel to dry your vacation-ready body, then neatly fold it and hang it back up like you're staging a home for sale. How helpful, how tidy, how completely confusing for your cabin steward. Congratulations, you've created a towel mystery worthy of Sherlock Holmes. Is it clean? Is it dirty? Did someone use this to dry their hair or their feet? Your steward now has to play towel detective, and there's a good chance that exact same towel is coming right back to you tomorrow. Surprise twist, you thought you were being Captain Considerate, but you've actually invented the world's most disturbing boomerang. Stewards appreciate tidiness, but they'd prefer not accidentally giving you back yesterday's armpit towel with a cheerful smile. Pro tip, if it's dirty, make it obvious. Toss it dramatically in the tub. Drape it over a chair like evidence from a crime scene. Just don't fold it like you're applying for a job at the Container Store. Secret number 2, the magical power of sticky notes. Hold on to your life vest, folks. Your cabin steward has a secret weakness for tiny pieces of paper with your demands scribbled on them. That's right, leaving a note is basically like casting a spell that makes your cruise wishes come true without the awkward human interaction. Need more towels because you've somehow used 17 in one day? Ran out of soap after your experimental bubble beard went wrong? Want your bed converted from king to twin because your spouse's snoring has reached foghorn levels? Just scribble it down. Your steward will silently rejoice at not having to decipher your wild hand gestures or stand awkwardly while you demonstrate what extra pillows means with charades. True story. I once chatted with a steward who practically got misty-eyed talking about notes. He recalled a guest who left a sticky note saying, "Could we please have extra ice at evening turndown? Thank you." He practically framed the thing. Said it was magical because he could grab the ice while passing the station without having to knock on your door while you're belting Celine Dion in the shower or trying to remember your request hours later when his brain was already overloaded with towel animal requests and mysterious stains. So go ahead, become that legendary guest whose communication skills don't require mind-reading abilities. Secret number 3, the great furniture migration. Picture this, you've had 3 pina coladas and suddenly become an interior designer with very specific vision. This chair would look way better 2 inches to the left. And this bed, clearly meant to face the ocean directly. Next thing you know, you're channeling your inner Hulk, dragging furniture across the cabin like you're auditioning for Extreme Makeover Nautical Edition. Your poor cabin steward walks in and thinks they've entered a parallel universe. That strategically bolted down bed, now attempting to escape through the balcony door. That sofa, somehow wedged halfway onto the veranda, creating what you proudly call an outdoor lounge experience, and what they call a massive safety violation. One legendary passenger actually unbolted their entire bed frame and created what they called a sunrise viewing platform against their balcony door. The cabin steward needed both a toolkit and a therapist to deal with that situation. Here's a wild concept. That furniture is bolted down because ships move a lot in ways that make your furniture want to tango across the room during high seas. So unless you want to wake up with your nightstand performing an interpretive dance on your chest, maybe leave the heavy lifting to the professional. Secret number 4, the infamous do not disturb sign fiasco. Picture this scene from a cruise comedy. You skip merrily out for the day, slap that little D&D sign on your door just to be safe, and return hours later expecting magical cabin fairies to have transformed your room. Instead, everything's exactly as you left it. Bed unmade, wet towels plotting mildew rebellion, and yesterday's pizza box still judging you silently. Your first thought, my cabin steward has abandoned me. Cue dramatic music. Nope, you literally hung a magical force field on your door saying stay away. Even if they watched you leave, cabin stewards treat that D&D sign like it's protecting a sleeping dragon. They're not allowed to enter, period. It's cruise ship law. D&D sign equals invisible cabin. You might as well have hung a sign saying, this cabin has been voted off the ship. The number of guests who dramatically call reception to report their forgotten cabin while that sign dangles from their doorknob, let's just say it's enough to make cruise directors consider therapy. Secret number 5, turning pristine white towels into abstract art. We all want to look fabulous on vacation, but the ship's fluffy white towels were never meant to be your personal makeup remover. Some guests grab the nearest towel and go to town like they're auditioning for a beauty influencer demolition derby, removing makeup, wiping off bronzer, blotting self-tanner that was clearly a mistake. Suddenly that innocent towel looks like it lost a fight with a Sephora explosion. The worst part, those stains don't come out. That towel is now permanently retired to the "What Happened Here" collection. And guess who sometimes gets in trouble for it? Your cabin steward, who has to explain to the laundry staff why this towel looks like it was used to clean up a crime scene at a makeup convention. Do your steward a favor and bring your own dark-colored washcloths. Your foundation, mascara, and that experimental hair color have no business meeting the ship's fancy linens. Secret number 6, amateur cabin crime scenes. Welcome to the world of cruise cover-ups that would make terrible spy movies. You wouldn't believe the elaborate hiding schemes passengers devised to avoid damage fees. One guest broke a glass and swept the evidence under the bed, creating a glittery booby trap that would make Home Alone's Kevin McAllister proud. Another wrapped a wine-stained pillowcase in a towel burrito and stashed it behind the curtain like some sort of textile drug deal. Newsflash, cabin stewards have seen everything. They know all your hiding spots, better than your kids know where you keep the emergency candy stash. That suspicious towel lump in the corner? They're already mentally preparing for whatever horror movie awaits inside. Your steward isn't fooled. They're just silently adding your room to their bizarre things I've found story collection they'll tell at crew parties for years to come. Secret number 7, inappropriate flushing adventures. Let's talk toilets, shall we? This is the conversation no one wants to have, but everyone needs to hear. Your cruise ship toilet is not your home toilet's cousin. It's a temperamental space vacuum with anger issues. Think less gentle whoosh and more aggressive space portal. It's engineered specifically for 2 things: human waste and the ship's special toilet paper that dissolves faster than your vacation savings. Yet some passengers treat it like a magical disappearing portal. Flushable wipes? The toilet laughs at your optimism. Sanitary products? Absolutely not. Someone once tried to flush a plastic cup, probably hoping to teleport it to another dimension. Spoiler alert, physics doesn't work that way. The aftermath? One wrong flush can create a plumbing apocalypse affecting an entire section of cabins. Imagine being the steward who gets to play CSI Toilet Edition while maintaining a straight face as guests swear they have no idea how that washcloth ended up in there. Secret number 8, unreasonable towel animal expectations. We all love finding those adorable towel creatures on our beds. You return to your cabin and surprise, there's a tiny elephant with... Secret number 10, the infamous spill chronicles. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the beverage disasters that have become legendary in cruise ship lore. Apparently some cruise cabins operate on a BYOBD policy. Bring your own beverage disaster. Wine on the bed, soda on the desk. Beer creating mysterious puddles that your socks find at 3 a.m. One guest spilled orange juice on their balcony chair and then sat on it wearing white shorts. Don't worry, it only stained their entire soul and dignity. The worst balcony spillovers deserve their own disaster movie. My personal favorite, the woman who knocked over a full pina colada that dripped down to the cabin below right onto someone's freshly washed swimsuit hanging to dry. This led to an angry door knock and the world's most awkward game of Guess That Sticky Substance. Liquids plus cruise cabins equals sticky chaos, and your steward is the poor soul who has to scrub, deodorize, and pray the sugary mess doesn't create an ant rave when you dock. Secrets number 11, leaving wet towels everywhere. Some cabins look like Neptune himself had a temper tantrum inside. Guests return from the pool, peel off their wet towels, and strategically place them everywhere. On the bed, on chairs, soaking into the wooden desk. Some even hang them on the balcony rail, creating a surprise waterfall for the cabin below. For the steward, walking in feels like entering a damp rainforest without the exotic birds or cool soundtrack. Now they have to replace half your towel supply while the next cabin over is requesting a towel giraffe wearing a top hat. The solution is simpler than the ship's buffet directions. If you want it replaced, toss it on the floor. If you want to reuse it, hang it in the bathroom. Don't turn your entire cabin into SeaWorld's splash zone minus the trained dolphins. Secret number 12, entering cabins before they're ready. You've just boarded. You're excited. Your vacation brain is fully activated. You notice your cabin door is cracked open and think, close enough. Then roll your suitcase in like you're making a grand entrance on Oscar night. Plot twist, it's not ready. The bed might be half made, the bathroom unstocked, and there's a solid chance your steward is still in there, caught mid-cleaning, holding a trash bag, a mop, or your towel elephant that currently has only one leg and looks like it survived something traumatic. It's not just awkward, it completely derails your steward's carefully planned schedule on their most chaotic day. Now they have to come back later, hoping you're not taking a just boarded nap and finish a room they were 90% done with. Embarkation day is already organized chaos for the crew. Please don't turn it into a surprise roommate situation worthy of a sitcom pilot. Before we reveal the top 3 most hated passenger habits, if you're learning something new, please smash that like button harder than the buffet smashes your diet plans. It helps more travelers find this video. Comment guilty below if you've ever committed any of these cruise crimes. No judgment, we've all been that confused first-time cruiser wearing socks with sandals. Up next is the most spectacular and preventable fail of all. Secret number 13, reusing dirty cups and plates. This one usually starts with noble intentions. A passenger thinks, I'm an eco-warrior. I'll just reuse this orange juice glass from yesterday and save the planet one cruise at a time. A beautiful sentiment, but unfortunately a terrible practice on a floating petri dish. I mean, cruise ship. Ships operate under extremely strict sanitation protocols that would make your germaphobe aunt look relaxed. Once a cup or plate is used even once, it must be replaced. No rinsing and repeating allowed. Yet some guests create secret cup hoards in drawers or reuse them for days like post-apocalyptic survivors. One passenger was caught using the same glass for his morning toothpaste spit and his evening wine. Sir, that is not how you create a unique flavor profile. It might feel eco-friendly, but in cruise terms, that's a health code violation that makes your steward's eye twitch. They don't want to scold you, they just want to swap out your science experiment before it gains sentience and demands ship privileges. Bonus and final tip, how to be a 5-star guest. If you're still watching, I have a strong feeling you're not one of the guests who does these things, but if you've done 1 or 2 in the past, don't worry, now you know, and your next cruise just got a whole lot smoother for you and for the hard-working crew who make it all possible. Remember, stewards work incredibly hard to make your cruise magical. A little awareness goes a long way. If you avoid these habits, you'll not only make their jobs easier, you might just get the best service of your life. If this video helped you, smash that like button and subscribe for more cruise insider tips. Got your own crazy cruise story? Drop it in the comments below, especially if it involves a towel animal gone wrong. Thanks for watching, and until our next video, we at Cruise Insider wish you many wonderful cruises and hope you'll be the best guest for those amazing stewards who work so hard for us. Take care.